Hello viewers, this is a follow-up screencast to one that I posted earlier about joining Google Classroom. So in this episode we're going to dive a little deeper into the details. Specifically I want to talk about a naming convention for your digital classroom plan application, and also how to add collaborators and where to post questions about the process and stuff like that. So let's get started. After entering the digital classroom plan, Google Classroom, I noticed that there are two different kinds of posts. One, like this one, is called an announcement, and then there is another one that's a little different that's called an assignment. We'll start by looking at the assignment. Notice that this one has a due date over here of November 3rd. So assignments have due dates, and this particular assignment, which is your application, has a due date of November 3rd. That's when all applications need to be submitted on that day or before. But now, just in addition to just looking at the assignment, I want to actually go into the assignment where I'd actually submit it, and I can do that in two ways. I can either click on the title or click on the open button right here. So I'm going to open up that assignment. Both of those actions sort of yield the same result. And although different schools may take different approaches to developing a final digital classroom plan proposal, I want to demonstrate what I anticipate, or maybe just hoping will be a popular choice given the nature of this collaborative opportunity. So there is a pre-formatted template that's been provided for each person that's enrolled in Google Classroom. It's sort of like a virtual copy machine. The DCP application worksheet is automatically generated for everyone that enrolls in the class. And so notice here that the title includes the participant's name. To help us quickly identify the school that's associated with any given proposal, what we're asking you to do is to modify that title by typing the name of your school at the very front of the title as shown here. So I'm going to click on that copy of that template that's been created for each person enrolled in the class. It's one of those auto magically created. It's not like Marty or I created this for you. Google does that automatically. My name is thrown into the title because I'm a participant, but I'm going to go and just put my school name. Let's pretend, for example, that I'm at Madison Middle. So I'm going to put the name of my school at the very front, and I can choose to either leave my name at the end or not. Doesn't really matter. Just so that when the reviewers look at proposals, they'll quickly be able to identify which proposal belongs to which school. So whatever you do there is fine, so long as your school name is included at the front end of your title. And I also want to point out that it's possible and very simple to invite plan collaborators just like you can in any other Google document. Just like those things that you've seen before, there is a share button in the upper right hand corner. When you click on it, you can begin to add your colleagues if they're helping you to write this plan. If Barrett was helping me to write the plan, I could type his name in there, and if my strategy is just to begin typing the first and last name, and Google does a good job of finding them quickly, and then I can add them to that document, and so on and so forth. That's all there is to that. And then finally, what's different from most Google documents that perhaps you've used before, notice that there is a turn-in button at the end. So you can continue to every day sort of work on this, or whenever, weekends, nights, evenings, whenever you work on this, and when you're confident that you have a final version that's ready to be submitted, you'll simply click the turn-in button, and that just signals to the instructor, in this case Marty, that you're submitting it, you've completed your work on the plan. Now, that is not to say that if you've submitted that thing that you can't go back and modify it. In fact, you can unsubmit just as easily as you submitted. And now it's unsubmitted, and I can go back in and continue to edit. You can do that up until November 3rd. On November 3rd, your editing rights to this document will be embargoed. That's sort of one of the features of Google Classroom. One of the functions that, I don't want anyone to be able to turn in their assignment after the due date. So that's true of whether you're typing in this Google document or you're submitting a PDF or a whatever other file type that you submit. Know that you can only do so up until November 3rd. After November 3rd at 5 p.m., you will not have that ability. So I hope all of this makes sense. Hope I didn't belabor the point too much. Don't hesitate to contact me or anyone from the integrator team for additional clarification. You can also post your questions to the classroom stream, and we'll post the answers in that same thread. So I'll end by showing you what I'm talking about there. I can go back to the home page of this class. This main page is the stream, and I can just very quickly type a question, and someone can respond to me, or I can respond to them in that manner. So that's all I have for you right now. Please note the other details, descriptions, documents that are included in this Google Classroom, and I look forward to seeing your proposals. Take care.